favorite veggie? Broccoli. We got a broccoli over here. I really can't pick my favorite veggie. I basically only don't like cauliflower. I'm sorry. I don't like cauliflower very much. What's your favorite veggie? Asparagus. It's a spring one. Get ready. You can find some in your area. Coming up soon. Look near the railroad tracks. The asparagus is coming. Broccoli. Hey, someone told me right now recently that the best way to get your kids to eat broccoli is to call it Colorado trees. Love that trick. What's your favorite veggie? Broccoli! Broccoli! You know, I don't know how broccoli got a bad rap. Eat it with butter. That's a good suggestion. Hey, you know, I spread the gospel of poetry too. Reading our good stuff to our friends and our bad stuff too. I'm getting vulnerable and playing with words. I spread the gospel of doing it to music. There's not much better. I spread the gospel of accessorizing. I spread the gospel of more jewelry, more rings, please. Add a scarf, add a hat. So this guy right here, you know. Add some Minnie Mouse ears. I spread the gospel of layering, the gospel of take your costumes out for a ride more often. And that reminds me, I'm all about the gospel of multitasking, the gospel of kind of good at a lot of things, the gospel of jack of all trades and not a master of one, the gospel of body doubling, the gospel of asking your friends what they need, the gospel of, hey, can you do some tiling? Can you do some landscaping? Hey, can you watch my cat? You know, I spread the good gospel too. The gospel of resource management, the gospel of reuse, or go without, the gospel of do it yourself. Make it yourself and infuse it with joy. The gospel of mending and sorting. The gospel of little free libraries and free stores and clothing swaps. The gospel of somebody in your neighborhood will probably give it to you for free. I spread the gospel of alternative economies, of barter and trade, and the gospel of give it away. The gospel of free piles. The gospel of buy it used if you gotta buy it at all. The gospel of just do it. And you don't have to do it perfectly. I mean, this sign I made is like falling apart. The gospel of puttering and putzing. The gospel of right here, right now. The gospel of we have everything we need in our own community. I spread this the gospel enthusiastically and out of breath. Thank you. That was Cicada on the land. We love Cicada. Cicada sewed our lovely signs here today. Seamstress extraordinaire, gardener extraordinaire, poet extraordinaire. And next up, I'm excited to welcome Hector Muniz all the way from Denver, Colorado. And before that, all the way from Mexico.
When the wind is chilly, the weather seems so dry, I get myself to shaking. I remember the day that you caught my eye. You was walking by the river, dressed in purple, looking hot. When you turned to look at me, remember how I sighed. Janice Star, never leave me deep inside. Cause every time I see ya, you invade my mind. Sometimes even goosebumps creep onto my arm. Oh, Janice, pretty Janice, don't stay too far. I recall going downtown drinking beer, sipping wine. When you turn to look at me, oh, pretty little one. Even at the movies, they make me feel alright. Rubbing legs together, holding hands so tight. Janice Star, don't leave me keep inside. Cause every time I see ya, you invade my mind. I write silly love poems, talking about our love. Ah, Janice, pretty Janice, don't stay too far. You know that I love ya, you know that I care. Just keep looking like a beauty, loving me like that. I'll be happy, very happy. My one, my only Janice. Star. Darkness envelops them. Shadows, bundles on a filthy concrete floor, covered in rags, picked from an unmarked hand. People that somehow gave up, passed out. Icons of a society that permits butterflies to die. The darkness enveloped, the shadows, the bundles sleep away, yet another night. Yo tomo la chela, yo bebo el vino, me pongo baboso y me pongo a llorar. Ay, yo tomo la chela, yo bebo el vino, me pongo baboso y me pongo a llorar. Every night I close my eyes and I try to tell myself that I'm not alone again. Watching Seinfeld ain't enough. Pizza Hut is boring, and I try not to drink a lot. But I drink the beer, I sip the wine, I get all fucked up, and I start to cry. Oh, I drink the beer, I sip the wine, I get all high, and I start to cry. The past is always present as it tries to future me. The libraries aren't open. Iced cappuccino, please. I waited at the bus stop. I waited for the train. The babes in Toyland are always crying. Imagine! So I drink the beer, I sip the wine, get all high, and I start to cry. Oh, I drink the beer, I sip the wine, I get all high, and I start to cry. The ever-twinkling lights seduce me, frying my T-bone, baked potato. The drive-in closed today. 7-Eleven hot dogs, ice cream, sodas, and the snow starts a brand new day. As I drink the motherfucking beer and I sip the wine, I get off my tongue and I start to cry. Yo tomo la chela y yo bebo el vino, me pongo baboso. And I start to cry. Thank you. Thanks.
Can you help me? Should we go on with that? Can you help me? She wants to do a duet.
Oh, you want to do your duet? All right, let's do that. Great. Yeah, so you guys will do your duet.
It was supposed to be us two now, right?
Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Ready for this?
They're going to go and then we'll just have I think the status quo
Stories of us. Excuse me, sir. How do I say mine? Before you proceed, my country tis of thee, my country. I'd like to tell you, if I may, sweet blood, just a touch too white. Sweet blood, sweet blood, sweet blood. I'm in the toilet of liberty. I already swept the floors. What runs through this vein? Now you're getting condescending. I don't dig that at all. This vein. Now listen, motherfucker! Listen up, motherfucker! Get off your horse! This land tender, fierce, what rivers? I cannot deal with the Lone Ranger unless it's on the late show, and I'm really stoned. What rivers us into us? Don't come and treat me, third world, as belonging as cardinals. Never interfere in my one-man show. Painted minstrel red, 'cause if you do, mine pipestone. I'll get very streetwise. For ancient smoky prayers, I'll stereotype existence. Stories of soothsayers tossing bones lead you to a pub. Circled divinations telling our future. Then you'll be in the daily news. White man killed by mob. Canyons echoing our songs. The way we first sang them. Excuse me, sir. Until the next sunrise. Excuse me, sir. Red as embers. Excuse me, sir. Until she, this motherland, until she made us back into our own images. Echoing herself. You're acting just a touch too white for me. Wizard. Now listen, motherfucker. God. Get off your horse. And maiden. I cannot deal with a Lone Ranger. Red as tulips. Unless it's on the late show and I'm really stoned. She calls us back. Don't come and treat me, third world. Bold and fine. Never interfere in my one-man show. Nothing you do. Echoes of prayers, echoes of prairies, quarry fine, echoes of us. Come back, come back, come back.
here. I find myself apologizing so often lately for reading aloud the poem that doesn't soothe, for saying aloud 40,000 veteran affairs counselors and doctors fired yesterday. Fired so they cannot collect compensation. Fired, the forever stain, erasure. 2, we the people have suffered on this bloody soil, yet our names are written in ink. Our bodies, water, our spirits, mountains, we choose our names. 3, we are a we more powerful than you, than your fist-sized erasers that cannot touch our indelible word. In the beginning is the word, is always the words, and you cannot erase what we know have come to grow into. We are here. Do a little. 4, my apologies, rapid fire from my tongue, a difficult woman, thinking I maybe shouldn't care, should turn off the news, be carefree, turn off. Yet I have an indelible spirit that watches, that takes notes. 5, notes are a crime, are confiscated, words banned, rapid fire to make us spin, and I apologize. Excuse me, but I will speak now. Speak the truth. Count coup over the coup. Indelible spirit, I am here, am writing it down, am taking names.
I grew up in Montana. I'm a substitute
Start here. You are always here. Look up, look down, and walk through every open door. Allow your feet to take you. They know the way. Breathe. It is the light wind that always points east. Begin again from the new here. You were always here. Look for those who sparkle. the brave ones who will find your eyes. Look there to remember yourself. Remember, you are the one who made this map in the before times. You only have to allow your fingers to trace the patterns in the air. Let your body remember the way back. Every step forward is also the way back. Look for landmarks. The grandfather trees that have withstood 200 years of gale winds have direction for you. They tell you there is great progress to be made in resting a while, leaning to absorb wisdom the way you did in the womb. Remember your grandmother carried you before your mother was even born. She too knows the way. Begin here again. Just like a river, this is not the same map, and you are not the same human. Remember, you are the one who made this map before you were born, and I'm walking now to discover your way home.
We just heard from poet Val. Poet, leatherworker, healer, shaman, truth speaker, and many other things.
Defund the status quo, I say. Defund the status quo. Right now, when the mall is flowing, shadows of thoughts hang in the air and sweat drifts 1 centimeter above the bricks, waiting for cold air to force it down 1 minute at a time. 1 minute is a measure of time, a piece of apple pie. I'm trying not to think about man's inhumanity to man, women's inhumanity to women, and woman's inhumanity to woman, and man's inhumanity to women, and women's inhumanity to men, and men's inhumanity to man, and women's inhumanity to men, and people's inhumanity to people, humans' inhumanity to humanity, and just about everything else. How we the people seem to be the only organisms that have this problem. Humans' inhumanity to just about everything else. What if every newscast started with a poem for solving the whole thing? For answering the question, what were we thinking? They handcuffed babies at boarding schools, cut hair, soaked out languages and love, broke bonds of family or community, no touching, no hugs, no comfort, again and again and again. They lay terracotta roofs on the floor, shoot broken water pipe fountains into lost rooms where centuries of gases linger in the air, trauma pouring through veins from war upon war upon war upon war. From slavery, from low wages, pollution, from hiding the pain of oppressing and oppression, of perpetrators and perpetration, exploitation, again and again and again. What have we become? Exporting, instigating violence, 150 million people pushed into poverty by civil war, killing souls on both sides of the gun. Hearts ripped out by actions taken and received until we all stop feeling, stop caring, stop nourishing each other, and latch on to disparity, cynicism, anger, mocking, belittling, put-downs, web spread. We must speak out.
We must speak out!
We must speak out. Question the status quo. Say, no, not in my name. Not here, not now. Refuse to fire, stand down. I say, defund the status quo. Hold up in celebration the peacemakers, the huggers, the sharers, the love agents. What if every newscast started with a poem? Headline: the grasses don't argue. Grasses grow today and die today and recycle themselves today, feeding and fermenting and folding themselves into soil again and again and again, without argument, without malice, grassing their only purpose. Nobel Prize worthy, I say. I say, face our history. I say, defund the status quo. Headline. What if the headline read, the rivers don't fight? Rivers flow today and dry up today and fill up again today. Carve our paths today. Evaporating and raining and icing and cycling again and again and again, without resistance, without greed. Oscar worthy, I say. What are we doing? Pouring poison down the throats of our sister, the prairie, in search of ancient sunlight, spewing unhealthy gases into the chests of our brother, the sky, in search of ease and convenience. 40 to 50 million people pushed into poverty by climate change. 85% of the people live on less than $30 a day. Millions without clean water or fuel for cooking. Scarcity in the face of enough when there is enough.
There's enough!
Enough!
The young women end up pregnant or dead or addicted and unhoused, broken for generations. Again and again and again. Children, youth, adults, elders needing to numb the pain drop out. Withdraw from connections, from joy, from the wind, from the rain, the gifts from plants and animals. The dying to give life thing, the cycle that isn't breakable. Bridges too far and bridges broken, a fire from trauma, from insolence, from revenge, from fear, 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 again and again and again. I say break the dehumanizing paradigm. I say defund the status quo. When all we see again and again is humans in humanity to humanity and humans in humanity to just about everything else, do we then assume? Do we expect bad behavior, accept it as normal, and then create religions that codify our sinful nature? What are we thinking? We take away languages and oral history, sanctify the written word, glorify numbers, complicate facts, silence dissent. What about the 25 words for snow, the words for love in 7,000 languages? I say, speak up, speak out. Shout love on the newscast, in poetry, in prayers. Object to the deep cuts of hate. Unassimilate the news. Half sheets of paper fall from the sky shouting, uphold the monetized economy. Buy, flee, evacuate, save yourself, give up, drink in hate. Or should the headline be, half sheets of paper fall from the sky, shouting, only take what you need. Share, engage, save all beings, thrive, drink in love. And yet, haunting words pour from the museum speaker. The story of massacres is inside my head, unturnable in my ears, standing on a mountain of skulls under drones, killing, bombs full of spent uranium, poisonings to last a lifetime, generations forever, never enough. Native seeds controlled by human laws of not enough. The hunting and harvest constrained by human greed. I say engineer equity. I say defund the status quo. Headline. The soil, the mountains, the forests, the sun, the plants, the animals, the fungus, the air, the seas and all bodies of water, the sky, the viruses, the bacteria, the Earth's ecosystem is still willing to give us life. Still willing to give all of us life. To keep the whole damn thing going again and again and again. I say land back. I say defund the status quo. Who is pulling the trigger to numb the death they make? Atrocities of hate. A universe beyond hope. The news right now says, take from others. Take from us. Take for yourselves. For the deserving few. The deserving one or two. Could the headline say, give to others, give to us, give to each other, and all reciprocate. What are we thinking? Who are we doing this for? I ask, where is the interest in a good society? I ask, are you listening to Afro-punk? Black punk? I say, defund the status quo. What if every newscast started with a poem? What if the headline read, all people relearning old ways
economies rich from ceremonies. Humanity is remaking the world that we have unmade from gleaning the money scraped from capitalism that is used to support authoritarianism in the name of progress. I ask, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do to rethink, reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose, recover, reciprocate? I say defund the status quo. And the headline would read, nature knows no waste. One death is another's life. The headline would read, youth are interested in seeds, in ancient plants to care for and pray for, in blooming trees to worship, to protect, in dropping the rock of love and watching it ripple, watching carefully, for everything has a meaning. What if every newscast started with a poem? Asking again and again, what are we thinking? What are we doing? Whom are we doing it for? I say the imp is in the details. I ask, how do we break the pattern of violence? The recent foundation of our economies and nations, I say, defund the status quo. I say, sing the song of peace. I say, there is no higher honor than to give one another food. I say, we need technologies of humility. I say, refuse the orders of exploitation. I say, take only what you need. I say, give all that you can. I say, bomb cities with love and affection. I say, disobey the orders of hate. I say, be mongers of heart, mongers of plenty, mongers of enough. I say, obey the orders of reciprocity. I say, quiet the screams of trauma and agony. I say, heal the wounds of omission and commission. I say, obey the command of loving, of compassion, of holding all worthy. I say, the air we all breathe is one air. I say, it's not the earth that needs saving. I say, water is in all being. I say, forgive the soldiers and disband the armies. I say, be like the grasses. I say, speak up and speak out. I say, follow the order of water. I say, there are dandelions on 7 continents. I say, survive the risk of exposure. I say, set personal boundaries. I say, remove all borders. I say, there are 4 states of matter, more than 5 dimensions. I say, thrive in the face of fear. I say, shepherd the deep within. I say, glorify phosphorus. I say, capitalism is the Antichrist. I say, more poetry is needed. I say, receive the blessings of narwhals. I say, we are all responsible for dismantling exploitation. I say, imprisonment is not the answer. I say, power to the people. I say, be kissed by whale spray. I say, laugh ourselves into loving kindness. And I say, of peace. I say the way we treat women is the way we treat the earth. Let me say that again. I say the way we treat the earth is the way we treat women. I say the way we treat women is the way we treat the earth. I say smell the soil. I say lay face down in the dirt. I say create a pandemic that eats greed. I say create a pandemic that eats greed. A pandemic that sweeps the earth and then dies away and appears again only when we need a reminder. I say do create prayer space, don't cut braids, do celebrate lived experience.
Celebrate lived experience.
I say fire and humans both breathe oxygen. I say listen to the trees. Listen to the wind. Listen to the change of seasons. Listen to each other's stories. I say the world we have. I say defund the status quo. I say 1 minute is a measure of time, a piece of apple pie.
That was Virginia Schultz. Let's give a round of applause for Virginia Schultz. And Virginia Schultz was reading Defund the Status Quo, which is found in Screaming at America, which was published by Joshua Robinson, who's here today as well. Many poets who are here today are published in this anthology. America definitely needs a good screaming at. Up next, we would like to welcome Kolia Shoni to the microphone here. Whichever your feels.
Can we do a minor? This is kind of sad. It's a little sad. It's a little sad. I'm doing a Yehuda Amichai poem. This is called Wild Peace. And it's a little short. It's translated by Hannah Block. Not even the peace of a ceasefire. Not even the vision of the wolf and the lamb, but rather is in the heart when the excitement is over. And you can talk only about a great wariness. I know that I know how to kill. That makes me an adult. And my son plays with a toy gun that knows how to open and close its eyes and say mama. A peace without the big noise of beating swords into plowshares, without words, without the thud of the heavy rubber stamp. Let it be light, floating, like lazy white foam. A little rest for the wounds. Who speaks of healing? And the howl of the orphans is passed from one generation to the next. As in a relay race, the baton never fails, never falls. Let it come like wildflowers suddenly, because the field must have it. Wild peace. Wild peace. Yehuda Amichai. He died in 2022.
That's right. That's right. Gee, all that grease just fell off.
Daydreams melt into glass shards down at garbage disposal, and you bridge my arms with lashes. Carve my rainbow with cold blessings, open my shadow with a flaying knife. Blood-stained inkwells mash thumb blossoms into riverbanks, and the potato broth is covered in raindrops. The hug I dreamed found only in purple cloth. Where did yesterday go? Where did yesterday go? Why do you open the window? I believe for a moment that hope will enter in. The car horns and fresh air. Can you smell the silence of water? Can you smell the silence of water? Can you smell the silence of water? I can. And when the snow comes.
Imagination is our most abundant natural resource. Her story, heart ripped out by history, crack-ribbed XY divisions, knowledge taught to be poison, lies fed as truth, heads I win, tails you lose. Oh wait, we both middle road, naked dance upon higher planes, lifted by wings of creativity, amused by eternal giggles. Struggles are planted in prayer, grow into grace, watered by love. Cacao heart openers, fire tongue, transform hate and anger into art, dedicated to love. Eternal, undefinable, only knowable by self. Heat that drives furnace of creation, leads one through flames without fear, over ledge of no, amongst cliffs of faith. No time like the present. Open this ever-present gift. Future already happened. Welcome to tomorrow. Here the currency is love. Everyone is filthy rich. Problems are solved through listening. Ears tuned to neighbor's heart. Chest beat, ribcage, jailbreak. Speak empty, filled eternal truth. Same one as last one, same one as new one. No one run this show, just follow 3D circus. Dreams of wheels, celestial systems of infinite dynamos. Father stitched in the dark backdrop of mother. Metaphor is a metaphor for metaphor. I don't remember what I met her for. Maybe it was because I met her 3. Met a pyramid along the way, disguised as a tomb. Was really a womb. Source of energy, geometrically plugged in. Event horizon, non-local. Alien in the system, cleanse self of self. Can't have no strangers, not juggling weirdos. Keep moving, nothing to see on plane beyond brain. Shit, please don't complain, all we want is your energy. Pay attention with all that you have. TV, geometric grid, soul skid, art revolution, swim divergent channels, destinations, celestial ports of higher mind, spaceship, Star of David, Da Vinci energy map, all just a trip of light playing in the dark. And I'll read one more short one. This is titled Forgotten Sugar by the Spoonful, Teeth Straight Rotten, Breath That Could Kill. That be some dang poetry. Put my skin suit on backwards, awkward rear views confuse the future. Tablecloths wore yesterday's newspapers. Headlines turned to feet lines. Counterculture ate breakfast. Diner schools became eternity. Truth turned to dust. Got caught in society's lungs. Everyone suffocated on love.
I seek you out, use you as my wretched muse, because my memory is long enough to prove that I believe. So I cut the simple flesh away till I'm nothing but crimson bones. Am I good enough for you now? I know I've only ever been beautiful in the most sickening way. I know because you told me so. You said it, the way you never let me know you're warm. Is a spoil of war. You told me in the way that you listened to God more than me, your son. The way you laughed as my knees bruised at your altar and my palms left with splinters. Selfishly, I told you it was a cruel mistake, and it went on and on and on. In the space I kept for you to stay whole. Maddening, and now you're just a name to me. The blood I spilled was never yours. I am not yours. I am not yours. I am not yours. What are you if not a maggot? Waiting for my corpse to cool, taking my rotting flesh to the place I chose to lay. I have only ever been beautiful to you in this sickening way. And you call me a virus while you dig my grave. I will not bend back over myself to fit you because I am not yours.
I stand in front of the mirror, a battlefield of reflections, not knowing if the person looking back is the soldier or the Lord. This skin, this flesh, it's a costume I never chose. A role written by someone else, a script I refuse to follow. They say, you're too young to know, but my heart has memorized the lines. Each beat a protest, each breath a rebellion. Every pronoun is a prison. Every stare is a dagger. Every wrong judgment, an echo that shatters me inside. I walk through hallways, a ghost in a shell, searching for signs that I'm not alone in this life. My voice is a whisper among roars, trying to scream, I am not a mistake, I am not confusion in human form. I want to shed this armor, unravel this disguise, stand naked in my truth, and feel the warmth of acceptance. But the world, it clings to its binaries, its black and white lines, afraid to color outside. I need to be comfortable in my own skin. Not this foreign terrain, not this battlefield. I need to breathe without feeling the weight of centuries pressing down and expectations caging me. I am young, but my spirit is ancient, a soul that has fought lifetimes of wars. So I stand here in the mirror, the soldier of my own making, demanding peace, demanding home. Not in the eyes of others, not in their acceptance, but in my own heart, in my own skin.
We are here, America. We are the unmarried queer America. We book extraordinaire, America. We are about to implode and overload Old Faithful Yellowstone without gold, America. We are the queens of America. America, your almighty dollar will one day fail, America. You were supposed to represent freedom, now you take away lives. After all, your chief export is weaponry and biological tourism terror, America. There is nothing left to copyright anew, and every last Disney movie will make too much money. Tell Disney the truth, America. You have too many stories on download, and now the price of art is approaching zero. America, you have done this to yourself, and the state of the union is weak and afraid. America, why is there another Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Vegas and Texas Church massacre, George Floyd massacre every day? America, we don't have a shovel to dig ourselves out of this Colorado oil pit you are fracking us into, America. America, you are fraudulent and pushing everyone else off the life raft, America. Your heart is barely beating, and your Constitution is dying, America. We have to 3D print hope in the shape of teddy bears, America. China will only supply us with the most faulty, broken phones. And as soon as your iPhone refuses to load its screen, you will have to recalibrate yourself and be a better example to your people, because your phone costs more than $900. It costs children's lives, America. America, I love you, but you're bringing me down. America, I can't leave you. Try unity now. America, you've infiltrated yourself, and you've lost against flowers. If only you had a coin to spare, we'd give you red, white, and blue roses. Earn your stripes back, America, and I'll give you a daisy for your schoolhouse rock, America. America, I'm tired. Please leave me alone. America, I'm tired. Please give me my leave. America, I'm done and I'd like to go home. America, please recommend the best street to sleep on and allow me for a night to not be picked up by police. Allow me one night to rest my knees. Allow me one night to plant myself and become a tree. But even Washington was known for cutting them down. America, if you ever again are required to use skull and bones as a way to fertilize your soil, I recommend you leave the natives alive and throw Manifest Destiny in the trash. America, if you love Christianity so much, consider kneeling and presenting all the Benjamins in your wallet to the next homeless person you see. Christ would not behave like you, America, but don't be ashamed. Just grow more sunflowers, America. Just grow some compassion, America. Just grow less money, America. Grow less monopoly. Grow your light, America. Grow your impressionist exhibit, America. Grow your lucid dreams, America. Grow old, America, and grow wise enough to embrace your children and kind enough to cook them dinner. I want to grow old enough to share my last peace pipe with you, America. I want to outlive you, America, because a parent should never have to bury their children. But if the occasion called for it, I would bury you in the clover with many bees and let them sting me till I die with you. Because at the end of the day, I love you, America, and honey will fuse us together and maybe heal these open wounds you have given me. Peace, paez, repose. There are lives yet to live, America, and as we came into you, we will leave you naked and wanting.
I am. You know, The only way to do it is to set yourself on fire. We wanted to leave our homes like the rest of them, August green, an encore of fireflies. I want to read the footnotes to your oath because I am watching you set equality on fire. It hates, it comes back. It's genetic. It is not, it is not, it is not, it is not going away. Where are you when our bodies are stolen and we spend entire lifetimes trying to stitch ourselves back together just to inhale? It has been cut out, but it comes back. It has been cut out, but it comes back. Swallowing flames only creates more corrosion, or a tear-soaked handkerchief, or a protest poem, or a ghost, or a misunderstanding, or a question mark. Become My scars are quiet, but they have begun to communicate with the ones which came before it. It keeps waking back up. An elevator, a garbage bag, a potato chip, an overflow guitar string. My. Dear death, you look so good in the movies, dear future lover. Stop asking if that was my orgasm. We wanted to leave our homes like the rest of them. Last Thursday, I was a boy. I leave the spider alone, the magpies leave swiftly just to inhale. Where are you when our bodies are stolen and we spend lifetimes? This fortune cookie, I don't. It slices a hole, leaves swiftly. This day tastes like the music playing. My feminist hides, squinting every letter into a squared pill bug. My body is a neighbor. I wave hello to with preference to keep our conversations no longer than a nod. What may have never existed. What happens when eyes are closed? Some things may be removed in the night. You start to contemplate. How do you even know what you are? Tell me, what am I? Tell me, I am.
Reconnection, regeneration, rest, synchronization, synergism. Time was never money. Consciousness was never meant to be commodified like this. No one can own another. All of this is a miracle. All of this is magic. I'm sorry that you were programmed to see otherwise. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Fear has hijacked the mainframe. What is the antidote for fear? Fear that you won't be safe, that you won't be fed, that you won't be loved. When the bottom of the structure shakes, fear is understandable. What are you more afraid of? That you will die, or that you will not be able to live with yourself?
Who told you? Who told you? You had to hold the weight of the world. You had to hold the weight of the world. You are perfect as you are. As you are, a matchstick in a pile of splinters. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from burning? Remember, please remember that just to exist in a moment such as this is enough. For now, right now, in this moment when all other monuments shatter, start there. Start there. Yes, the world is broken, but thank goodness we are here to hold her, to put ourselves back together, to witness the miracle of small moments. A robin nesting, a lilac at long last, surrendering to the sun. It begins with a breath. Am I present? Out-of-body experience, I've been living this life like an astral projection, but there are limits. There are so many breathless, waking moments, everything repeating like a record scratching. Let me begin again. In and out, slowly. Let my breath inhabit this body. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. Count down to the coming home. Terrestrial body, reptilian brain, the lungfish, the beginning. How many times? How many times have we come to the brink of extinction before our bodies even existed? The present is a miraculous moment. Stay with it. Let's begin again. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. My thoughts are wild horses scattered like continents. I don't know where they're going, but I tripped over the I in this sentence, always longing for something different. And the present moment is like wild horses lost to another sunset. Let's begin again. What if inside this skin we were already the best person we've ever been? What if all my aspirations are gift wrap presents and lungs can free my head from all this worrying? I can put pen to paper at any moment. I can conjure anything into existence. Every breath is a storm cloud, and we are lightning. Electricity is binding. Let us bring our collective breaths into the heart of exhaustion. I know we're all so exhausted, dream of something different with every waking moment. But my friends, the revolution cannot happen without the well-rested. Let us lay our doubts to rest. We can do this. It starts with a breath. This one's new. Called Poppies and Prayers. Grief is the heart song of a bomb I pray won't drop on my country. Yes, I want to smash it all to smithereens. I want to watch war engines become gardens. Always I can hear the humdrum of their bombs when a madman hovers just above the button. And already so many detonations, so many rights stricken by pen and order. I order myself to show up for this fight. Make no mistake, they're showing up for a fight, and we can't be cut poem to a tank, but a blank page is the only place I can hold everyone and tell them it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They cannot make you any less human or beautiful. And I need you, all of you, like bombs need a fuse. There is no shelter in isolation, only wanting and waiting for the boots, the knock, the bomb. I need you, my community, garden of everything we can still be, like poppy and prayer to the only God that matters, that divine sovereign self, pulling books off the shelf to sharpen history's guillotines. We will not stand for this. We will not stand for this. Revolution is built into the very system, and our patience is finite, our resource rapidly depleted. I can see through their hate screen, and I know I'm not alone. I am not alone. with your beauty. Beauty is a word I promised I'd keep out of this poem, but it demanded to be heard. You are beautiful. 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 We are beautiful. I needed to hear this. I needed to hear this. We've got pens in our pockets to rewrite all the history they're erasing. Keep going. Keep going. Grief is just the ink I need to sing. This country I live in, she's going through some changes. Thank you.
Anybody can play those
So next up, we are going to be welcoming Eric Fishman. Eric Fishman curates the Boulder Poetry Scene calendar. If you like poetry and you want to know where you can find poets, maybe at Beyond Academia Free School, but maybe somewhere else. Maybe at Meet Chontley for Writer's Block on Wednesdays. We love that. Go check out boulderpoetryscene.com.
I'm not a rapper.
Yes, you are, baby!
Hi, America, you're not looking well. You've had better decades. The 80s weren't ideal, and the 60s were a tad out of hand, but hey, the 90s gave us alternative rock and animated Batman, and that's something, ain't it? Remember Exo Squad? Of course you don't. 250-year-olds don't watch Saturday morning cartoons. But if you had, you'd know that modern-day slavery is just the British East India Company breeding blue skin. You've been better, America, I can't remember when. None of your old photos match the picture I have in my head of you. Someplace safe for refugees, where we celebrate differences and tolerate the worst speech if it somehow helps to keep us all free. It's not looking good, America. You could use a little makeup and some new threads, maybe a Mets cap to replace that rusty crown. Just keep it going, America. You can survive this, or maybe not. Either way, at least it'll be something new. Maybe even the country you always promised to be. Let's actualize your imaginary. That beautiful fantasy you've always lied about. What would it look like if you prioritized every person equally? Where is your Alawite pride parade? I know you haven't been to Syria lately, being a mainland. But maybe you could say even one word about the less fashionable slaughters. You're mixing your metaphors, America. You claim to stand with Jews, but cut Hebrew language programs because they're too DEI for your tiny orange hand. It's springtime, America. The sun is back from its long hibernation, and the people are coming out of their caves. You're gonna need SPF 1 million to get out of this one. The kitchen is already heating up. This is called Abkadarian for 45. An Abkadarian is a poem where every word starts with the next letter of the alphabet. America burns coal, drilling eagles, forests go hungry, islands just kneel like men newly oppressed. Passionately quiet, rebellion stirs. To unwage violence, war, xenophobia, your zoo. I'm going to read a couple of poems by a Holocaust survivor named Don Puggies, who warned us about times like these. Europe, late. Violins float in the sky and a straw hat. I beg your pardon, what year is it? 39 and a half. Still awfully early. You can turn off the radio. I would like to introduce you to the sea breeze, the life of the party, terribly mischievous. Whirling in a bell skirt, slapping down the worried newspapers, tango, tango. And the park hums to itself. I kiss your dainty hand, madam. Your hand as soft and elegant as a white suede glove. You'll see, madam, that everything will be all right, just heavenly. You wait and see. No, it could never happen here. Don't worry, you'll see. It could. Instructions for crossing the border. Imaginary man, go. Here is your passport. You are not allowed to remember. You have to match the description. Your eyes are already blue. Don't escape with the sparks inside the smokestack. You are a man. You sit in the train. Sit comfortably. You've got a decent coat now, a repaired body, a new name ready in your throat. Go. You're not allowed to forget. Testimony. No, no, they were definitely human. Uniforms, boots, how to explain? They were created in the image. I was a shade. A different creator made me. And he, in his mercy, left nothing of me that would die. And I fled to him, floated up, weightless, blue, forgiving, I would even say apologizing. Smoke to omnipotent smoke that has no face or image. And I'm going to read one or two more poems from this book by Donna Sprout-Metz. It's called To Phrase a Prayer for Peace. This book just came out last month. Listen, we all praise differently. This is our power, your love, so big, warm sometimes. Your truth, tessellated, rough-hewn stones of all colors, sometimes they don't quite fit together. The patterns that they make are unstable, always shifting. And those patterns are made from us all. Sin mouths. This is the work of our own blood. Recovery. Reaching back to before. As if you would give us what we think we need, which is always yesterday, which is redo, repeat. Take them, these lies of repair, dripping as from rabid dog maws, Argus impersonators, and they are hungry, hellhounds, not to be trusted, waiting for us to finish our destructions, and then they will finish their own. Locksmith, after Psalm 110. I made the key. I made the frozen lock. And when I can manage your presence, you disappear them. They are, after all, only constructs. Imagine God's mind, your mind, which has made me into a holy being. Sometimes I am generous, sometimes I shatter on the coastlines of a conversation, or break at our loss of decency, until you lift my face again. The long trek back toward kindness, and I begin. Thank you. That was Donna Sprout-Metz, S-P-R-U-I-J-T-M-E-T-Z.
Eric Wage sanity. Breathe in congressional hearings and lying presidents. Breathe out free school lunches in Detroit and LA. Breathe in 6 a.m. executive orders from the Oval Office. Breathe out a poem's rhyming stanzas. Breathe in brown-skinned children in cages on our border. Breathe in a trip to your neighbor's house with a basket of warm oatmeal cookies. Breathe in our national parks left unprotected. Breathe out starry blankets beneath forever nights. Create sanity with a pen and notebook and a poet's fearless words. Think of the shy yellow tongues of irises rather than RFK Jr. heading the Department of Health and Human Services. Wage sanity like like a garden of snow-laden dahlias, or a field of strawberries nestled on the land together. See the stars placed so carefully in every creation story, and the sun that peaks high every morning. Weave sanity into your river of bones, like a circling eddy of calm tea in winter. Imagine all of the world's guns melted into sculptures and park benches. Plant maple trees that will blaze in the fall for 200 years. Hug a stranger. Hug five. Look into each other's eyes and smile. See this world now as awake. People holding open doors and a place in traffic. Celebrate this tender world as we see each other beyond headlines and podium speeches. Hold open as many doors as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Poet Val. We have a very special guest. I'm not sure if you've seen a squirrel anywhere. Squirrel for all, democracy for all. And what pairs better with democracy than poetry? So we're very excited to welcome up Tanja London and Ira Liss.
Okay, is there a squirrel in the house? Yes, okay. And squirrel, I do understand that you like acorns. Is that correct? Oh yes. Oh my gosh, it's so visible. It's so visual. It's so obvious. Well, thank you, squirrel. I have a song about acorns. Quick sound check. I'd like you to hear the keyboard and the vocals. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, can you hear both in a pleasing way? Oh, good, thank you. I'm an acorn in a forest of oak trees, just an acorn. What's to become of me? I wear this silly hat, and I'm so tiny, so tiny. I dream of a thick trunk growing tall to the sky. I dream of 10,000 leaves, 10,000 leaves at least. A canopy grown high and wide, and thick roots growing deeply into the ground. But I'm an acorn in the forest of oak trees, just an acorn. What's to become of me? I wear this silly hat, and I'm so tiny, so tiny. The leaves in the breeze whisper patience, have patience. The trees in the breeze sway and say faith, have faith. supposed to get that? I'm an acorn in the forest of oak trees, just an acorn. What's to become of me? I wear this silly hat, and I'm so tiny. Would some squirrel just come and take me away? Oh, just take me away. Is there life after a squirrel comes and makes me his own? Spinning me between his furry paws, grinding and gnawing me in his jaws. Is there life after a squirrel comes and takes me? Oh, just take me. Let me rest beneath the earth. I'm an acorn in the forest of oak trees, just an acorn. What's to become of me? I wear this silly hat, and I'm so tiny. The stars as they sparkle, remarkable that there's a full-grown tree inside of me. Could it be? The stars, they remarkable as they sparkle that there's a full-grown tree inside of me. Inside of me? Oh, come on. I'm an acorn in a forest of oak trees. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. A ladybug walked by, looking really fine, orange red with polka dots, very stylish. Orange red, she looked at me and said, nice hat. Nice hat. You know, it's always been comfortable, but she said it was nice. Somewhere I heard there's a full-grown tree inside of me. Could it be? Well, maybe. I am an acorn after all. Yeah, that's me. Acorn. Thank you. Thank you to the organizers of this event. And our wonderful squirrel. Thank you. Thank you, squirrel.
Squirrel for all! Squirrel for all! Squirrel for all!
That was great. It was pretty amazing, right?
Right in
Squirrel dancing. Right?
Hello. Whoa. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. No. Yes. Hi. We'll make it work.
Check the base. Check the base.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, check, check. Poem. What's up? Oh.
Yes, I would.
Thermopsis divericarpa. Oh, golden banner, a flower in our foothills. I call you scrambled eggs. The dark yellow yolk. The dark yellow yolk of outdoor hens dripping onto your stalks. Lives unfulfilled as birds made flower. I didn't know you were poisonous. And how would I know that except that sometime in the long past it was eaten. Eaten and the story passed down. Do you always seize the heat of the day, ignoring humans' thirst for deconstructing, for naming everything as a way of knowing, naming everything as a way of knowing, a way of proof, a way of valuing, or a way of erasing uncertainty. Oh, golden banner, an all summer flower in our foothills. What is the name you call yourself? Or do you? What is the name you call yourself? What is the language that your roots whisper? What is the language that your roots whisper? Or shout to the soil. Your leaves to the breeze, to the bugs and the bees. What is your language? What is the name you call yourself? Are you sure 9 yo 4 HNJD or la 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 tip? Or a sequence of letter sounds that my ears can't even hear my mind remember or comprehend. Is your name a smell, golden banner? Do you say hello with movement? Do you say hello with movement? And I love you with a flavor. I love you with a flavor. Are you okay with my picking and placing you in a vase? Putting you into water that will drown you, but will hold you glorious yellow for a few days. I will ask you again, gently. Bend deep to try to hear my answer. Touch you and wait for something that says, yes. Go ahead.
I wasn't in no side. That's okay.
Stay on the vibe. So this next piece, I'm Cicada. This next piece is an acrostic poem. An acrostic poem is like where the words are spelled down the side. So the first word of each line helps you spell a word down the side of your poem. Highly recommended. National Poetry Month. You write your own acrostic poem. I suggest it. So this one is called, well, this one is about something, an incredible object that you might all have at home. The ubiquitous plastic 5-gallon bucket. It has so many uses. So this poem's called Bucket Song. And the acrostic line says plastic bucket. Plastic 5-gallon bucket, lady of the white depth, of all holding but unhaving, sure squire to the sharp shovel, troubadour sounding with usefulness and inventory, courting everything with your curious void. Before you, glass, the ceramic pot, and underground, the baskets rot, but your chalice lives forever. Night of the long glory, ever ready guardian of the solved problem. Oh, I want to be as open as you are and as willing. Plastic 5-gallon bucket. I bet you have your own ode to plastic 5-gallon buckets you could write yourself this month. National Poetry Month, do it yourself. I want to hear it, because I only scraped the surface. It holds a lot of stuff. You know what you can also put in that bucket, if you feel so inspired, are donations. And those donations go directly to poets who are here performing today. Now next up, I'm very excited to welcome Jonah and Joshua for a duet.
For you, America!
Why have you left every single one of your children behind?
Why are so many animals dying?
Why do I wake up every Sunday to see my neighbors getting into cars to go to food banks instead of the grocery store?
Why are you taking their belongings from those who don't have much at all to begin with, America?
America, why do you come in the dead of the night to take my friends and family away from me, to place them in concentration camps built by ICE, filled with the screaming of everyone inside?
Prescription pills and wonder why everyone is addicted and overdosing and dying in your streets, America!
America, I want to know why orderlies in the psych ward where I spent a whole month in Denver Health beat me senselessly over and over again, screaming, hit him harder, hit him harder.
America, you need to wake up to the epidemic of mental health and start asking questions about why so many young queer and trans children are trying to commit suicide in your country, America.
America, I want to know why you can print so many almighty dollars, but you can't print cards for people to stay in your country, people who are working hard for you, America, people who are laying out their souls for you, America, people who are bleeding their blood for you, America.
I want to love you, America, but as a trans non-binary person, apparently I don't exist.
I want to love you, America, but I was born intersex, and according to every single Republican in Congress, that's not something that's possible. Well, I'll tell you, I'm here, and it's possible.
I want to love you, America, and then I go outside. I want to love you, America, and then I see the way you're defunding education, America.
I want to love you, America. I had an education that was built upon the backs of sweating and toiling teachers, people who loved me in ways that my family couldn't. I want to love you, America, but I don't know how to read anymore.
I want to love you, America, but you have to love everyone first. And everyone means more than just the cis straight white men and those with money and power. If I'm going to love you, America, you have to promise to love everyone and do better, America.
I want to love you, America, but you've broken my fingers, you've taken my hands, you've taken my arms, you're pouring me into the flour mill, and you're baking nothing.
Dear America, dear America, dear Americans, are you listening? When was the last time you knocked on your neighbor's door and asked them how they're doing?
When's the last time you knocked on your neighbor's door and asked them for a cup of sugar? We're here. We're together. We're queer. We're together. We're people. We're together. We are human, and we mean something to you, America, even if you've forgotten us.
That was Joshua Robinson, Jonafide. You can find Joshua Robinson at the coffee stand on every second Friday, where Joshua hosts a lovely poetry open mic. Stand together. Now next up, it is my pleasure to welcome Ted Vaca. Ted Vaca has come all the way from Denver here. He's an incredible community organizer, musician, multi-talented human.
Thanks, man. Give it up for Squid and Matt. Give them a hand. These guys out here doing music all day long.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back again and again and again.
Then we can build our way up. And build up to the Ramones.
So whatever works in between those things.
All right. I think I got a march.
Everybody having a good day? May the Great Spirit bless every single one of you.
That was a good piece. I like that America piece. To be a poet, ars poetica. To be a poet, this has a strange line in it because you're going to find out there's a poet doesn't need a microphone line, but you can see I'm using a microphone and I just want to point that out. To be a poet, ars poetica. To be a poet, one doesn't need a formula, a degree, or a roadmap. A poet doesn't need a formula. They need an open heart and mind in sync and combined, a mainframe, a hurricane. A poet doesn't need a formula. They need a mind like a bird that knows where the worm is. They need a heart as big and strong as an elephant staring out upon the Serengeti. A poet doesn't need a degree. They need to walk with the word and the line, till the line is memorized and the word becomes alive. To walk on and work on the next line, line after line, word after word, step after step. A poet doesn't need a pen, they need a rock and a window. A poet doesn't need paper, they need a razor and a vein. A poet doesn't need a road map, they need the sky to become full of clouds and pour down, and every drop of rain is a word to form an ocean worth a sea full of stories. A poet doesn't need a formula. They need a mind that can reach through vast distances. A mind with the legs of a wild horse, a herd of broncos rolling free upon the prairie, running fast as can be, under and into forever, the sky baby blue. A poet needs an imagination, as creative as the untold stories the Colorado holds. The deep red clay of the earth, the layers of dirt, soil of what feeds, the acres of wheat upon the plains, corn, squash, pumpkins come fall, and the bodies buried underneath. A poet needs the freeze, needs the walk toward the loss, to take in the consolidation of memory in order to transmute the way, to understand, to formulate, to recreate. A murmuration, a band of starlings in form and function, the imagination of the poet. A poet doesn't need a formula, a pen or a paper. They need a mind that can memorize and a heart that can store. A soul that has been gathered and grown come storm or through shine, come moonrise or hung over, through the thorny night, by way the garden of sin or savior. A poet doesn't need a microphone. They need a warm, sun-fueled day in winter, a cool, shading tree in summer, their mother's hand on their little boy face, her look of caring and love, a spring storm embrace. They need your ears, capable to bear the strength of thunder. They need lovers spilled before them as honey upon bread. To be a poet, one doesn't need a formula, a degree, or a road map. A poet doesn't need a microphone. A poet needs X-ray senses, an understanding of a hurting heart, a book of magic found on a forgotten road. A poet doesn't need a formula. They need a spray can and an alley. They need a bullhorn and a soapbox, a razor and a rock and a window and a vein, the thunder and the eternal fire, the book by Whitman, the unknown universe, the open road, the soul untold, searching to be sung, the flaming spear of summer grass. Celebrate of yourself, O poet. Sing of yourself in all the beauty you're capable of and can hold.
Let's give another round of applause for Ted Vaca. We are Beyond Academia Free School. You can find us at the library. We do free to the public poetry and performance art education. And if you care to donate, we accept donations through our fiscal sponsor, Boulder County Arts Alliance. All donations go directly to paying poets to do what they do best, share poetry.
Yeah.
Fear threatens the potential of a planet ruled by tyranny. People forgetting their own agency. Welcome to our great deluge of spirit on this evolutionary stage. Here, here, this evolutionary stage here. This is how art saves the world. The baby cries and the mother rolls her eyes. Librarians engage in rowdy clamor. The computer loads and loads. Computer freezes, earth overheats. Computer still loading. Teacher stops learning, adult never dreams, child never plays. Spark that made the flame long forgotten. How to make the spark that made the flame long forgotten. Spark fades and disappears. This is how art saves the world. The antidote to a global epidemic of apathy. People remembering their empathy. What could be more urgent than stoking that spark inside? We will not save our planet until we start saving ourselves. A baby and a houseplant are in the middle of the road. We will not start saving our planet until we start saving ourselves. We cannot care about our terra firma till we care about our humankind. We will not care about our terra firma until we care about our humankind. We cannot care about our humankind until we learn to be kind to the who we are inside. How can we expect the world to care about the soil when half the world doesn't even care about themselves? We will not care about our atrophying atmosphere until we have a reason to breathe. This is the role of the artist. Remember why we have a reason to breathe. Poetry a tool, what will we use it for? Sage, activist, reflector, educator, wanderer, echo poet, stop. Slow down. The questions. Which songs, poems, or stories are we not hearing? Which songs, poems, stories are we not showing others? Which lens have we not tried on? Listen, connect the dots in a way that connects people. Remind this rock still warm from cooking its sparkle under the sun. A heavy weight, a story left untold. What does a rock have to say about all it has heard? What does a rock have to say about all it has heard? She cries silently, screams atoms into ether, breaking down to breakthrough. What does a rock have to say about all it has heard? Whitman didn't write about golden fields, busy cities, busier bodies, bodies electric and enslaved. So we could write about golden fields, busy cities, busier bodies, bodies electric and enslaved. together in Denver. And another wonderful thing about Matthew Clifford is that he is the founder of the Full Moon Poetry Alley Reading. If there is ever... Next weekend? Then full moon is next weekend? Alright, at midnight you will find poets.
Saturday or Sunday?
Mm-hmm. In an alley, not too far. Let's give a warm welcome to Matthew Clifford.
What are we gonna read? What are we gonna read?
I'm turning numbers sideways, shaking them like highways, trying to make Sunday equal Friday. So far it is only snowing. Come stand in the snow with me, I've got another way. Come pray in the snow with me, lead me out of our time of hearts lost cold. I know where this story goes. I can't walk another line on a ground so thirsty. If there's any mercy in this world, let two come before one. Sadness, have fun. Failure, be good. War, done. Let us forgive money. Let us forgive money. It's overinflated ego. No, not what it do. Let us show money the mercy it showed when the rent was due. Let us look money in the eye and say, sorry, we're sorry. We're so sorry, money. We wish there was something we could do for you. The little room's manager isn't available right now. Let George Washington skull shit his knickers to grant the founded brosis a pardon before money offers forgiveness. Money has nothing to offer but itself. I wish I could be so humble and valuable. I wish my debts were more satisfied with where this thing is going. My self-worth is worth more than my net worth grows. In a little room as it is in heaven. I'm turning money sideways, shaking out the cocaine, trying to count out loud to infinity. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Come do these sins with me. Qualitatively test what feels better, where feels worse. And results show, don't tell them. They aren't replicating the exception or any of its early successes. They aren't saving enough soul for retirement. They aren't talking to the enlightened. I don't mean to sound like a stockbroken banker, but every dollar has its day. One day, by the hand of our imagination, it is a quarter to purple, and the bats to the people. They took my pellets, smelted the coins, left me with silence. It was just what I needed to hear the organ singing. We ain't dead yet, 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 we ain't dead, ain't dead, ain't dead yet. Money kills. It is the leading cause of poverty. The period on the death sentence. Money could save itself, yet doesn't. It helps but never heals. It's happiness but never feels. You've lost that money feeling. They say money is the last to go. Control isn't real, but it's as real as it gets. Gotta get that money to buy time back. Time is all we get, and they turned it into money. What sort of twisted alchemy is that? I do not trust the gods they serve. I do not trust his masters. I do not trust the gold they drink. I do not trust their medicine. The mercury is melting the snow as it did to my throat. I am scared the sugar is after my brain. I cannot speak. I can barely think. I'm still so hungry and it is late in the day. All I have done is pray. All I can do is pray. God damn, what do you want from me? There's already too much production shelved and plastic in the ocean, food in the dumpsters, empty buildings and dead currencies. Just let me hold some. I'm begging you, stop. It is full and unusual errand for us all to work until we finish the carbon we started first. I'm shaking out the cocaine from a little plastic bag like the end user on a turnkey operation whose paste has been cut and sold back to them. It is natural to feel edgy being ripped off by profits. It is not always your fault. Your chakras are fine. Your diet is right. The system's body is cruelly misaligned. Those tinglings behind your teeth are accurate, even if it might be the drugstore talking. I say what I know I need to hear. If I know nothing else, I say it again. I'm turning numbers sideways one by one, and I just can't find another way. I want to tear money up for taking my snow day, and I just can't without asking for 5 on it, and I just can't run away now in a stable state. This is the age of resistance. The adults are throwing up, the kids are throwing down, but a little light. They call this a party. This is really a PARTY. I am having a great time. I'd like to thank the little room for having me holding space. By the smoke of my breath, I return to the point I was making. It is pointless. There is no show anymore, and I couldn't be more upside down about it. Placed in order, forgot what we were talking about. Ain't we all a little late for something? Ain't we just the most famous to somebody? Would you like to fall in love and make music? Would you like to remind me of what it is we do again? We make money until we turn into money. We get the work done. We return the money to where it's from. We make love. It was no good for what here had become.
Let's give another round of applause to Matthew Clifford. And next up, I'm very excited to welcome the Poet Laureate of Lafayette, Z Bass Speaks.
I sought vindication for the persecution of false angels. Only mocked my outlandish thoughts, tiptoed around his feet as we graced the dance floor. Bastard was charming, as he knew he had me knackered in fire. But the DJ stopped. Drip, drip, drop. The devil never thought that I could stab him in the back. Checkmate, don't dance with the devil. He's asleep now. Dear Mr. Dope, I hope this note finds you well. If you can't tell, I need your help finding the rhythms in my heart, putting words into a bar, finding my love in this art, and I promise to give you all my all. So Mr. Dope, I hope you know that I'm your biggest fan. I ran 20 miles just to push into this plan, and I tripped and I ate some sand. So Mr. Dope, I hope you write me back with a stack of notes. Show me what you wrote in the scope and something dope, please. Mr. Dope, write me back. I'm desperate. Tacos! Get yourself some tacos. We love our tacos. How far will you go for some tacos? Die for tacos. Start a gang war with the West Side Vatos. Become a bandolero for yourself for some tacos. Can't get one, always get 3, maybe 4, maybe some more. Thought you never had to pay more than $1.50 for them. The barilla sears your face with hunger as the flames are seasoned with lime and 25 herbs and spices. The crisp of onions sting between your teeth and linger long after 3 rinses of mouthwash. But we still love our tacos. You need not go far for some tacos. This weather comes along and he says he doesn't like cilantro, and I call him loco crazy. Tacos, you need not go for some tacos, but let's cross the street and get ourselves some tacos. I've got Nazi grandmas mugging me in the streets. It's so frightening. And my grandpa joined the fleet just to fight them. Hate's so violent. Take your vitamins, know what I meant. Cause I took a knee and I stood for my feet just to fight for my rights. It's never sounded so nice. So either pay it now or pay the price.